Your brain is making choices without you.
Hey children, here are the weird things your brain does without asking you. Number 1, you flinch before you even know what's happening. Have you ever knocked some object over and caught it instantly before it hit the ground and thought you'd achieve Spidey sense? That's called a reflex, aka...
Okay, I will say, have you ever been laying down and you're like, I need to get up? And you're like, I don't want to get up. And then out of nowhere, it feels like you stand up without communicating word-wise in your head to stand up. That might not be relatable. Like, if I'm laying there, I'm not even saying I need to get up now. I just did it. Like, I didn't in my head go, I'm going to get up now. Right? Because sometimes, like, you'll go, I'm going to go on a run. And then you go do the things to go on a run. But I'm not saying in my head, I need to do this. I just do it. That's so freaky to me. Like, there's a level of detachment in your own brain between, you know, you're still commanding it what to do, but it's like a nonverbal agreement that you're just doing something with no in-brain communication.
The spinal reflex arc. It happens so fast that the signals
like
don't
I just crossed my legs and I didn't even think about it. Oh my God. So that's so weird. I wasn't thinking about it. It's different from like, oh, I'm breathing and blinking, right? Like where it's like non-manual controls. Like I had to physically move my legs and no part of me was like, I'm going to do that now. I didn't say, oh, I'm uncomfortable. I just did it.
Go all the way to your brain. They hit the spinal cord and the action is already done. It's one of the only systems in your body that can override thought completely. And your brain trusts it so much, it doesn't even check in. That's why you don't even know. And when your thoughts finally catch up after you've already reacted, that's your awareness lagging behind because it all happened in about 0.2 seconds. But it only happens when your instincts think it's a high threat, like knocked a glass and you saw a glance your mom is waiting with a belt, or touching something hot. So yeah, you can pretty much say you're part-time Spider-Man. Number 2, you feel someone staring at you before you look.
Oh my God, stop. Oh. I've actually gotten really good at this at moments, especially when it's like I've gotten really good at instantly knowing if somebody recognizes me in a room because of like, you know, if I'm out, like say I'm out at like Topgolf and I'm just looking around, I could like eyes glazed scan a room of like 50 people. And it's like, where's Waldo? There's one guy just from 100 feet away. And I'm like, that guy knows me. It's a different type of stare. There's a stare where it's like a random person stare. Have you ever been looking at somebody in public, but you're not looking at them? Like, you're thinking in your brain, but your eyes are just kind of glazed over, just staring at something. And then somebody looks at you and you're like... And now it's really awkward because, like, you want them to know that you were spacing out. You weren't directly staring at them, and you're not, like, trying to be weird. But it's like, I'm not going to walk up to them and be like, hey, by the way, I wasn't looking at you. Hey, by the way, I was actually thinking about what I was going to eat when I get home. Hey, by the way, I was actually having, like, existential thoughts in my brain. I wasn't, like, staring at you for, like, 5 minutes. My eyes weren't working in that. No, it's not like that. Right? It's like an intentful stare. There's a difference between the two. You can tell when somebody's looking at you versus glazed over.
Sitting in a cafe, lost in your phone, then something shifts.
And then the sight, you can get a big read on somebody depending on if they divert gaze on a lock. I immediately feel disturbed by an individual if they don't break the stare. If you're staring at me or like if say I'm staring at somebody and they look at me, immediate break, right? I'm talking the second we lock eyes, I'm darting, right? And you could say, oh, that's not alpha. No, it's fucking weird to stare, to be like making eye contact with somebody. So you just like look away. But then you meet him, you see a motherfucker. You ever had that? You're on a subway, you lock eyes with him, and he's just, I'm walking away. I'm walking 8 blocks from that motherfucker. Something's wrong with him. He had a bad day. I don't know what went wrong. That guy is scary.
You feel it in your gut. Someone was staring. Because even while you were distracted, your brain wasn't. Your brain comes packed with high-tech gear. It can detect tiny movements and run subconscious threat detection through things like
Bro's acting like my fucking brain's a goddamn sonar.
the amygdala.
I'm not a dolphin. Your brain comes tight packed with ways of recognizing your surroundings. Yeah, so I'll be able to tell if somebody's staring at me from 300 feet behind me.
And superior colliculus. It's the same reason you sometimes feel like someone's behind you when you're walking alone at night. Even if
How often do you turn around? This is a good question. If you're walking alone at night, do you turn around? Never? Never? Bro, you're asking to die. Yo, I would say, like, every 5 seconds.
3. You solve problems in your sleep. You're almost done with your math homework, only one problem left, and you've been staring at it for nearly an hour. Since you're tired, you just go straight to bed, and when you wake up, the solution just pops up as soon as you look at the problem again.
Never had that. Never had that. I've had instances where I'm trying to remember something and I can't, and like 3 hours later, out of nowhere, something triggers the memory, and I go, oh, bananas. Oh, that's what it was, right? You'll do stuff like that. The best thing the coolest thing to me is, have you ever had a dream at night? You forget about it. You wake up, you don't even remember it when you wake up. You're going about your day, 6 hours into your day, you grab like a barbell or something, and then it hits you, and you're like, what? And out of nowhere, you remember a full dream. Like, and you're like, wow, that was last night. And in no part of you, the second you woke up, you weren't even thinking about it. And then out of nowhere, like 4 p.m., it's evening, almost evening, and you just remember it.
That's called your brain's default mode network. While you're sleeping, it sorts thoughts like puzzle pieces. It digs through clutter, tests connections, reruns what you gave up on. Even your dreams are sometimes part of the cleanup crew. You thought you were resting, but your brain was editing, especially the medial prefrontal cortex. And here's the cool part. You can totally train brain to solve the problems, just like training muscles at the gym. And that's exactly what Brilliant, the sponsor of Number 4, your brain's autopilot mode. You ever walk all the way home, unlock your door, and realize,
bro, I said this the other day about playing video games. If you hold a fucking, look how many fucking I know it's not that many buttons on a controller, it's even way more on a keyboard, but you will literally play a game and like not even thinking about it, you're locked in. Start being like, wait, I'm manually doing this. You immediately get fucked up. You're out of the flow state. You're like, this feels weird. Holding a controller. I do it the most when I'm playing like keyboard shooter games. Like if I'm playing Marvel Rivals, I'm hitting 15 buttons a second. Right? WASD, left click, right click, my middle mouse buttons shift. I'm hitting my abilities. I'm actively tabbing and looking at my alt charges. You're doing so many things at once you don't even realize it. Driving's the biggest thing. Like if you don't have a license yet, most people in my chat probably have a license, but if you don't have a license, when you start driving, eventually you'll get so used to a route that you'll just like black out and you'll just get back to your apartment and you'll be like, I don't even remember driving here. Like, I don't remember going through this stoplight. Did I stop? I always panic about that. If I didn't stop at a stoplight, like, did I just run right through it because I wasn't paying attention?
You don't remember the whole journey until you're home. That's not forgetfulness. That's your brain doing two things at once, just like our computers. And that's called automaticity. When a routine gets practiced so deep, your brain hands it off to the background systems and frees up your conscious mind to think, dream, or stress about literally anything else.
And you notice it the most when you transition to like high traffic scenarios. If you're driving in like an inner city or somewhere you know where you are, blackout, right? You're thinking about other shit. The second you have to merge onto like a 6-lane highway during rush hour and there's cars flying everywhere, you immediately forget everything else you are in. If I fucking crash right now, I'm dying. Like, if I don't merge right on this fucking bridge, I'm done. Like you're always locked in on a bridge. Any bridge, I'm full there. It's not autopilot. I'm going. I hate that shit. And they always there's no space on a bridge. It's the fucking car, 1 foot, and then a median or the fucking metal railing into an abyss of water.
And it's the same reason you get shower thoughts. Because your body's on autopilot, and your brain finally has space to connect weird ideas, solve stuff, or start a fake argument you'll never actually win. This sign isn't about instinct like flinching. It's about trust. Your brain is handling the outside world while your mind goes somewhere else. And thinking our brain could do such coordination is just amazing. Number 5, your emotions remember things you forgot. You smell something random, like your grandma's cologne, a street food, or the air after rain, and your whole chest tightens.
Bro, certain soaps be getting me. I don't even know the names of them. I'll be at like, bro, that gross ass soap they have at like airports that comes in like gallon bags flashes me back to like preschool. Fuck. I am like, if I'm at an airport and I'm using that, like, not the foam soap, like that old, like, soap. Oh.
You don't even remember why, but the feeling hits hard. That's because olfactory signals go directly to the limbic system, especially the amygdala and
crayons. Yeah, the taste of crayons.
Hippocampus. Unlike other senses, smell skips the thalamus, so it hits emotion fast and hard, sometimes without conscious memory. That's why a scent can trigger a powerful emotional reaction, even if you don't remember.
Taste? That was a joke. Yeah, no, it's usually like perfumes. Perfumes or like certain smells of things. Bro, I love the smell of dogs. And that's usually like a hated on smell. It makes me happy because I love dogs. Like the smell of like dog fur, where it's just like they all golden retrievers smell exactly the same. Like when I was in Boston, this woman was walking her golden retriever and I started petting it and I was like, wow, this smells just like Daisy. Like this smells just like my dog. Like, not word for word, I would not be able to tell the difference.
Number 6, you hear things that never happened. You ever feel your phone buzz, but there's no notification?
I'll feel my phone buzz, and it didn't buzz. I feel like that's just like random movement, though.
Or you hear someone called your name? That's not just you being paranoid. That's your brain predicting reality before it even happens. It's called phantom vibration. When a habit gets deep enough, your brain starts expecting it and fills in the blanks, even if nothing happened.
The most awkward version of this is when you think somebody said your name and you go, yo, what'd you say? And they were like, I wasn't talking to you. You're in a group conversation, you kind of zone out for a second and you think somebody's directing something to you and you're like, yo, what? I do that a lot. I'll zone out heavy. Like, I'm talking mid-conversation. The second I'm not, like, actively involved, I'm just like, sorry, what? And I feel so bad because then they have to keep repeating themselves. And I'm like, I feel like such a dick. But I can't help it.
A voice in your head while reading a message. It's not imagination. It's memory, your auditory cortex.
I love the idea that I can play a song in my brain to perfect tune. Like, we were just listening to Stuck in the Middle with You, and I'm listening to the guy say it. But it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, I could still play that. I could play, like, full-length songs in my head, but it's not. Even though it sounds, it's so different from my brain having to make the sound versus the sound just entering my own head.
Like it's real. Because your brain doesn't just wait for sounds, it guesses them. And sometimes it's so sure, it forgets to ask if they're real. If you want to watch more video like this, subscribe to my channel. See you.
Dude, I love that. I love that YouTuber. I don't know if it's AI.
Hey children.
Which I hate that I don't know what's AI or not, but I love this guy's videos. They're all like 5 minutes, and they're all just interesting topics about the brain.